Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. And anytime the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Boston College Eagles taking on the winners of 6 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. The inside handoff. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. The snap sets up to throw. Using the quick game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. He's looking to throw. This time he's got it. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That's caught. It's Wilcox. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The give to the back. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They go to the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owen. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run with really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Now the play fake. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that run.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the flip.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. He wants to throw. He makes the connection. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now on 2nd down. Defense in press coverage. Quarterback on the keeper. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. He's going to take off. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fights off a defender.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
After run, now throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Absolutely perfect. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Send its offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Running it to the right. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Here's the handoff. And And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Slides away. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it set up on the outside. Across the 25, he's got room. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent?
It's a... Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And it works. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Catch in the middle, it's Wilcox. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, they convert. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The aerial assault continues. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Coming after it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 7 over San Jose State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen,
all kinds of running room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Off the play fake. Dances away to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stayed behind his pads, kept finding the space. He got 9 on the play. It'll be 4th and 2. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Try to get it on the ground. On the move is a 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
This one's complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
2nd down coming up. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to be the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Wiggles, and the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yes.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
On second down, he'll let it fly. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught over the middle. It's McCluster. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
And now on second down for this offense. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught behind the line. It's McCluster. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing pressure in his face.
Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. First down here for the offense. On the option. Now the pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, TCU 23, Boston College 9.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels. And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them?
He lost one down the sideline. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Wideout in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got the back over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'm just getting the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Boston College! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. trying to pound their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it out. It's Owen. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Calls his own number. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Moving past the 25. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's right on target. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
3rd down, man. You think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here, but that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Trying to find his man on first down. Complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for it all. Hits him in stride at the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the offense knows the task ahead. They're down 8. It's first and goal. They need a touchdown and the 2. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell the quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive.
The expressway is wide open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
You want to